Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back. If you're new, welcome, welcome. My name is Georgia. So we are going... Wait a minute. Is it me or was Bronwyn on a roll in this episode? Oh my God. She started outside and she took it into the actual ceremony. Then she took it into the party. Is it me or was she on? So we're talking about The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 5, Episode 12, titled Mazel Meredith. So this whole episode was surrounded around Meredith's bat mitzvah. Meredith, at her big age, as they say, is having a bat mitzvah. She wants to be more grounded with her Jewish heritage. She did not get bat mitzvahs when she was younger, which is usually around the age of 13. So she says she's gonna do it now, and good for her. Even her son told her, people at this age don't do that, so he can't relate. But it turned out to be really beautiful, in my opinion. So they start outside with everyone arriving at the event. Everyone is milling around the cocktail hour. Everyone is taking a glass, a little hors d'oeuvre or whatever. And we get to meet Meredith's mother for the first time, I think. I don't ever remember seeing her in any of the episodes from season 1. We also get to meet Meredith's third child, her son, who lives in New York. For a minute, I forgot Meredith even had 3 kids because he has not been on the show. She said he likes to be private, so he doesn't come around when they're filming, and besides, he lives in New York. The 2 younger kids stay in Utah. So we get to meet him. They take some pictures and stuff. Then Meredith goes off to get ready. We have Seth being his funny self, taking a picture. Everybody else have on the black headdress, and of course we have Seth putting on a pink one, and his son is like, "Dad, just be uniform with her." He's like, "Nope, this is my color," and he really stands there and take a photo with a pink one. Seth is Seth. He's funny. He does his own thing, so we know how it is. So all the ladies come now. I believe the theme, one of them said, was diamonds. So we have Bronwyn. She is decked out in her 2-piece, and her makeup is sparkling and stuff like that. And I'm like, aren't they cold? Because you're seeing in the backdrop, you're seeing the snow and the mountains and stuff. And I'm like, some people are dressed in sleeveless ball gowns and stuff. Others have on their coats. So I'm like, what is the weather like? So I don't know. So they're out there milling around. One by one, everybody comes. The ladies, they like to throw shade. We had somebody making, I believe it was Lisa, making comments regarding Britney's nails. She's like, they were a little bit too blingy. That they were kind of what they call bridge and tunnel. I didn't know what that meant, girl. I had to go Google that. So it means unsophisticated. So you could have some bling on your nails, but it can't be overly done because that makes you be bridge and tunnel. So I'm like, okay, I'll be looking out for that. If I hear any conversations regarding bridge and tunnel, now I'll know what it means. It means unsophisticated. But like me now, I'm the type of person who get French manicures or just go with a basic color, not too loud. I guess I'm not bridge and tunnel. Okay, so I just found that to be funny. So while they're milling around, somebody asks, "Where's Mary?" And then we have a flashback to a week earlier. We have Angie at Mary's house, and they're talking regarding what happened at the camping trip. And then Mary starts breaking down crying, but she's not telling Angie what it is. And as we know, it's the conversation she had with her son in the last episode. So I'm really hoping that Robert Jr. is getting the help he needs. And I'm sure Mary is going to make sure it happens. She says she's praying about it. She reaches to where she reached to when she has a hard time going. And it's to the Lord. So hopefully then Robert Jr. is getting the help he needs. But then during all that, we had Angie ask her if she was going to Meredith's bat mitzvah. And Mary says she really doesn't know. She has to play it by ear. But however, she did show up. During the ceremony, everybody's already inside. Mary shows up late. Mary, why you gotta... there's a stereotype about us getting late everywhere. And I believe before you were the one making comments about people being late. But I do understand the situation, you know. But Mary showed up late and couldn't find the entrance to the actual event space. Mary is outside peeking in the window while the ceremony is going on, and people are like, isn't that Mary? Heather's like, isn't that Mary back there? And then somebody, I think it was Brittany's like, wow, she's really late, because she got there towards the end of the ceremony. But she eventually found her way inside. Like I said, the ceremony was really beautiful. The whole family was involved, and that was nice of them. It was just nice to see. A lot of folks in the audience said that they've never been to a bat mitzvah before, so it was good to witness it. And they say, as they know, there's a fun part to having a bat mitzvah, so they're looking forward to the party afterwards. So now we're in the party, and everybody is, getting their drink on, they're partying on, chatting on, whatever. And we have Mary go over to Meredith and told her, listen, Meredith, I'm so sorry about what happened between us, because as you guys know, those two ladies have been the closest this whole since the franchise started 5 years ago. Mary and Meredith have been the closest. I think Meredith is even closer to Mary than she is to Lisa. I think they're actually true friends. So Mary went over and apologized profusely. She says, I love you, I'm sorry. And Meredith was like, yes, I accept your apology. Gave each other a hug. So they were good. She's like, I'm sorry if I made you feel like you needed to leave my home. I really didn't want you to leave, and I'm sorry again. So that was good to see Mary apologize, because as we know, Mary could be a little bit stubborn from watching the past episodes, and she was just showing a more human side to herself. So it was really good to see those two make up. Now we have Bronwyn with the mess. Like I said, she started from outside telling Brittany that Angie said she was a slut, but Angie never used those words. All Angie said to Brittany at the table at Tiffany's breakfast or Tiffany's lunch was that you're dating 3 men. That's a little bit much. And so Bronwyn takes that to mean that Angie say that Brittany is a slut. So here we go. Before the ceremony at Meredith, she brought it up again. She's like, remember what Angie said about you calling you a slut? And she's like, I'm not a slut. So now we're at the party. We have Bronwyn just moving around the room, just creating problems. And she said it again. First, she had a conversation with Angie, saying, Angie, I need an apology. You saying that I am, there was a rumor you started about me, and you're saying it 1,000 times, and I need an apology. Angie was like, me? Give you an apology? That's not gonna happen. Only I need you to give me an apology for whatever. Because sometimes I forget what these girls are fighting about. But this one was memorable. So with that now, Bronwyn's like, all right, I'm gonna get you. She's like, she went in the confessional and said, I'm gonna stir some stuff right here. So she finds her way over to Brittany. She doesn't go directly, but she mills around, get herself together. Gets to Brittany. She's like, remember that Angie called you a slut? She said. So then Brittany goes over to Angie. I guess people have alcohol in them now, so they're kind of loose. So she goes over to Angie. She's like, you owe me an apology because you called me a so she's like, no, I didn't call you that. And she said, I said what I said, but then again, right now you're giving slut vibes. She said, you got a slut hairstyle. You got on a slut dress. And this is in Meredith's bat mitzvah. This religious event, she is doing that to, Angie is doing that to Brittany. So Brittany gets upset. She's like, I'm leaving. So she goes there, she changed her mind. She's like, no, let me go talk to Meredith. So she goes over and Meredith's like, what's wrong? You seem upset. She's like, Angie's over here calling me a slut, and I am not a slut. So now Meredith, she has a reason now, because remember, she is really upset at Angie from Mary's, Tiffany's luncheon. She goes to Angie, she's like, you know what? Get yourself and your husband and get out of here. Security! That is Meredith. Security, I want them out. So now everybody in the party is looking. We have Heather over to the side just peeping. Every time there's a conversation happening, Heather is off to the side peeping. We see her watching the exchange between Angie and Bronwyn. We see her watching the exchange between Bronwyn and her husband Todd, because at one point Todd came over to get Bronwyn away from Angie because they were getting loud. And now we see her watching the exchange. We saw her watching the exchange between Angie and Brittany, and now we see her watching the exchange between Meredith and all of them. I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, eventually they go back and forth. Angie's like, I shouldn't be the one to leave. I'm not doing anything. But then her husband is like, come on, baby, let's get out of here. And I don't blame her. She said the reason that she's telling her that her hair was giving slut vibes is because she's in the business. As you know, Angie and her husband own beauty salons, so she should know something about hair. So hopefully, after this exchange, we'll have Brittany go into the salon to go get her hair done, because honestly, you could see her tracks. It seems like she was wearing a wig, if I'm not mistaken, or pieces, but you could actually see the tracks are just standing up there, bold as ever. If I could find a screenshot, I'll put it on. I'll put it on if I could get a screenshot. I don't know if I'll be able to, because Bravo don't play about you taking screenshots of their show. So yeah, we saw the track standing bright and bold on on Brittany's head. Her Angie's husband is like, come on, let's go. Somebody mistakenly handed Brittany's coat. She's like, this is not my coat, and threw it on the ground. I'm like, girl. And then they finally leave. Mary come out to say bye to them and stuff like that. They finally leave. And then we have Lisa also went out to say goodbye to them as they were leaving. Then we have Lisa come back in and say to Meredith, whew, that was a lot, girl. She's like, anyway, I'll see you in Puerto Vallarta. These girls are something else. They don't care how hard they fight. They're getting ready to go on vacation to a warm spot, and that is what they're looking forward to. So the next episode should be quite interesting with them in Puerto Vallarta, because, of course, what we're going to talk about, what happened at Meredith's bat mitzvah and Angie getting thrown out. I'm sure Angie's going on the trip. You notice that Angie don't back down. And I think it's going to make for good TV next week, where we have all of them in the same spots. I don't think the husbands are going, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to have Bronwyn stirring it up again. Bronwyn, for her first season, is giving us a lot, and I am loving it. I am loving it. I don't know about her husband, Todd. I don't know if he's going to want her back next season. But Bronwyn is stepping out. She's showing out, and we are loving it. So that is my review. I thoroughly enjoyed this episode, especially the scene at the after party for the bat mitzvah. I keep watching for what Bronwyn is going to do next. She is my new girl. Heather, I'm going to need you to step it up maybe, or step to the side, because Bronwyn is coming for all of you. That's what she said. She's like, since they want to act out, I'm going to come for everybody. And that she is. They're realizing that she's not holding anything back. She is letting all out. She's like, you said this about her and you said this about her, so own up to it. I am loving it. It creates for, like I said, it makes for good TV, creates for great conversation. I am having a ball this season. So that is my recap and my review of this episode of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 5, Episode 12, titled Mazel Meredith. So if you're into reality TV reviews, celebrity gossip, celebrity entertainment, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment if you wish. And until next time, make sure you check out all of the links in the description. And until next time, be sure to take care of yourselves and your families. Bye-bye.